Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to Daily's 2A News. Today we're going to be talking about the new Texas suppressor law, HB 957, which is set to take effect on September 1st of 2021, only about a month away, that would allow people to get suppressors without having to go through the NFA. Is this actually going to happen? What are we going to see? And we're going to talk about the ATF's open letter to FFLs. This channel is proud to be supported by the USCCA. The U.S. Concealed Carry Association helps responsible Americans like you prepare for what happens before, during, and after an act of lawful self-defense. USCCA members get life-saving education, expert training, plus defense liability insurance. These benefits provide more than 500,000 USCCA members with the peace of mind that they deserve. Plus, a USCCA membership is always risk-free with their 100% money-back, bulletproof guarantee. Membership is truly an investment worth exploring. Click the most important link you might click ever down below and activate your U.S. Concealed Carry Association membership now. Now, first thing I want to say is hats off to Texas. You guys did a really good job here. Not only did you recognize that silencers are merely hearing protection devices that keep people from getting tinnitus and hearing loss and a whole host of other issues, but you acted on it by passing HB 957, which is an excellent step. You guys passed HB 957, which again takes effect on September 1st of 2021, and what that would do is it makes silencers that are made in Texas and sold in Texas and kept in Texas legal in Texas and not subject to federal law. Now, that's what the law says in Texas. However, it's I'm kind of wondering whether or not FFLs or many people are actually going to sell these things in Texas because of the letter that was the open letter that was recently written by the ATF, which says, hey, you have a federal license, you're an FFL, you're a manufacturer, you have a federal license, and they say that federal law still applies in these instances because the federal law supersedes the law that Texas created. So they're saying if you go through with the manufacturing and the sale of these items and you do it in a way that's not in line with the NFA, then we're going to hold you accountable for those things. They're essentially saying that, yes, Texas passed this law, but we're saying that this previous law that already exists on a federal level supersedes that, and if you try and do anything about it, we're going to bust you. That's essentially what the ATF's letter says. So now you have FFLs that are a little bit worried about it, that might be waiting to see if there's a case that comes through first to see if it can be settled in court before they actually put their license and their livelihood at risk. So whether or not people are going to actually sell these things after September 1st, that's what I'm waiting to see. I think you might have some small guys out there, some small manufacturers out there who might make a couple of them and might, have a couple of them for sale. But I think a majority of the FFLs out there are probably a little bit too wary just because of the license that they hold and, how that makes them accountable to the ATF and the federal government, whether or not they're actually going to go through with it. So I am curious to see what's going to happen after September 1st, but it looks like, at least by the reports that I've read on the Truth About Guns and other websites, that most FFLs and most manufacturers are probably going to hold off on this suppressor thing in Texas until there is a ruling by a judge. So hopefully we'll get a favorable Second Amendment ruling, because this is all going to court. I mean, without a doubt, this is going to court. So hopefully we can get a favorable ruling on this one, and maybe we can see this start to spread where different states step up and say, hey, look, it's simply hearing protection. It's not like the movies. It simply lowers the noise a certain amount of decibels to make it safer for somebody's ears. A lot of times you still have to even wear hearing protection above using the silencer. So that is, an important thing for them to understand, politicians to understand, that again, it's not like Hollywood. It is real life, and people are losing their hearing. They're getting tinnitus, like I do, who don't have access to these things, and they are good protective devices. So I'm curious to see what happens again after September 1st. Hopefully, there's a big win for Texas here. But again, Texas took the step. They recognized the problem. They took action, and they created HB 957 and passed it. So my eyes are going to be on Texas in the next month or so. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Let's see what happens. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.